Hey, welcome back to Lost Hero Games. Today we have some binder updates for our Pokédex challenge, and we also were lucky enough to pick up some Destined Rivals packs that we'll go ahead and open. These will be the first ones I've opened, so excited to see that. So thank you all for being here. Welcome in, Trainer Glenn. How's it going? So let's see, last week we made it up to 540 Pokemon in the Pokédex. So basically we're just going to continue on with that. Let's kind of just give you a quick overview, kind of look at the binder a little bit. Then we'll go ahead and we'll open some Destined Rivals, see if we can get a hit. So we are getting closer. We are over halfway done. So the next step after that will be to go back and upgrade all of our cards to nicer, either like full arts or EXs or whatever we can get. So, but as you can see, the Gen 1 is doing pretty good. We're still missing, I think, 7 out of Gen 1. So not too bad. Not too bad. So out of 151, 7's missing. I think that's pretty good. There is a lot of Japanese cards in here, but I'm okay with that. Like I said, eventually we can go through and start replacing some of the Japanese with English, making the binder all English. Then if we really want to challenge, I guess I could do an English Pokédex binder and then try to do a Japanese Pokédex binder. But that is going to be a long way off, so that's not an option right now. But doing pretty good. I think there's only a handful of pages that don't have a card on them. I think 5 or 6, I think, when I counted last time was what it came up to. So, but I'm super excited for these. So let's go ahead and jump into these packs. Okay. Set that off to the side. This will be my first pack of Destined Rivals. So go. Okay. Focus. Code card for you. The energy. Okay, and here we go. Can we get a big hit on our first pack? Growlithe. Hello. Abomasnow. Wheezing. Team Rockets. Try to get that glue off for you guys. Reverse. Mystery's Lapras. Nice card. And Misty's Gyarados. So this is Misty's pack apparently. So really do like those arts. Nice cards. Even though it wasn't a full art or anything like that, I'm still happy. Misty is definitely one of my favorite trainers, so picking up these 2 cards, definitely a good open. But let's go ahead and jump into the next one and see what we can get. Set that off to the side. Gotta love that pack artwork. Be nice if that card was inside, but we'll take what we can get. These packs seem to rip easy down the side, so. Code card. There you go. And flip the energy. And our next pack, let's see what we can get. Energy. Team Rocket's Rattata. Team Rocket's Woodbug. Team Rocket's Lavatar. Hold on. Okay, I'm getting close. Team Rocket. There's our reverse. Our Wobbuffet. And Gorbass. Nope. No hit in that one. Definitely can tell it's a Team Rocket set though. Pulling up Team Rocket cards all over the place. Okay. And third pack. Let's go. Come on. Can we get a nice hit? Last pack magic. Can we get a hit? Nice pack arts. Let's go. Yeah, these packs are definitely ripping off the sides. Okay, code card. Let's go. Energy. Okay. Psychic energy. Does that mean we can get a psychic Pokemon in here? Diplin. Try. Come on. Slugma. Misty Starmie. Rapidash. Reverse. And anything in the back? Hydrapple. Nope. Well, still nice opening the set. Like I said, this is the first packs I've opened, so 3 packs. Not really getting a pull, but since it's the first packs I'm opening, we definitely still need all the cards. So we will take that as it is. So I am still happy with it. So it's still a good thing. Get all this trash off to the side. Okay, now let's get to some binder updates. Okay. And just like before, we just got our stack of cards here. I'm not sure if we're going to go through all these today, but we'll put in pretty many of them, pull it up, and what we're doing is we're looking at the Pokédex number. That is right there. I don't know if it'll just focus in on it. Okay, so that's the number we look on. Then we pull up our little handy chart that we got right here, and that tells us what page number it's on. And we say we're looking for Pokemon number 100. So if you look over on the right hand side, it says it's on page 12, and it's separated by 9 Pokemon, so there's 9 slots on the page. So number 100 would be the first spot on page 12. So this is basically just a chart I made to kind of make it a little bit easier to help find where the Pokemon go. So we flip, let's find page 12. Okay, so we go to page 12, that would be card 100 right there. So yeah, it just makes it easier than if we come over here on the right hand side of the screen, scroll up till we see Pokemon number 100. It's right there. And we put a check in the box saying that we've got it. So it's already marked off and checked. So that card is there. But that's pretty much how I've been tracking what we've got. And if we go all the way back down to the bottom, total Pokemon left says we still need 485 Pokemon left to go. We have 540 in the binder. And off to the side, you can't see it, but it tells me how many Pokemon are left the generation. So Gen 1 I need 7 Pokemon, Gen 2 I need 60, Gen 3 I need 78, Gen 4 we need 64, Gen 5 we need 78, Gen 6 we only need 43, Gen 7 we need 53, Gen 8, we need 56. You can see a large selection of them right there at the top we need. And Gen 9, we need 46. So that takes us to the 485 that we need. Hey, welcome in. Thanks for the like. Just kind of going over our collection and the binder that we're going to be updating today. Did some pack openings. Appreciate you watching the ads. Those always help. It helps us keep these giveaways that we're doing every month. And if you guys don't know about the giveaways, every night we do a live stream. And if you show up during the live stream, type in ! slab entry, it puts you in for a duck race for that morning. And the winner of the duck race for that morning moves into the finals. And on, what is it, June, I think the 14th, we will have the final race, and they will win the CGC 9.5 graded card that we have up. So if you don't know about that, definitely worth checking out and getting into it. So, but let's go ahead and add some cards to the binder. So let's see. Okay, here we go. Let me move this right so I can see it on the screen. Sorry about that. Okay, so first card we're gonna do, come on, focus, there we go. It's gonna be Pokédex number 973. So pull up our little chart that we have, and we look for 973. So 973 is gonna be on page 82. So let's flip to 82. Let's get there. Okay, page 82, and looking for 973. So that would be, take this off. So it's 30, 31, 32, 33. So he will fill this spot right here for us. And we need to mark off that Pokemon, so we'll jump over here. Gen 9. Okay, 973, right there. Mingo. Put a check in the box. And there we go. Pokemon down. So that's pretty much the basis of what we're going to be doing today. So we'll do that for a little bit. Depending on how it goes, I did actually win this on a Whatnot stream I was on. And get the light off, there we go. So I'm not sure if we're going to open this today or what we're going to do, but we might save it for a special occasion or something like that. But I am super excited for this. So like I said, this was a giveaway that I won, so shout out to them on Whatnot for sending that out to me. Okay, so we're going to look for our next card, which is there, and it's going to be 295. So let's go ahead and find him on Gen 3, 295. There we go, he is right there. And 295 is page 33. So we'll go back a little ways. 37, 35, 33. Okay, and on page 33, he is, what was it, 295? So that's 97, 96, 95. There we go. So there is another one, and he is marked off, so we are good to go. Okay. And let me pull up my chart again. There we go. Okay, so next Pokemon. Let's see what we got. Hey, focus. There we go. And he is number 1004. So, Gen 9. Jump all the way back here. Okay. Gen U 1004. We'll mark him off. And going to our, see, 1004 is going to be page 112. So, all the way towards the back. Almost the last page. 111 and 112. So, and he was 104, so starts with 1000. 1, 2, 3, 4. He goes there. And we can look at our marking. Says it should have an empty spot before him, and then the rest of them there. So that is his right position. Okay. Our next card, let's see, which is here, and it is Poke number 1006. So we're actually on the same page. That was what, 4. So it's 1000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's right in there. There we go. And let's mark that one off. 1006. So it shows that there's Pokemon after it. So yep, that's the right one. There we go. Okay, so we're just moving right along. And let's see. Our next one. Okay, here we go. 986. So 986 is going to be page 110. So pretty close. So 110. And so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops, we already have that one. So why is he not marked off? So let's look for it. 986. Okay, so yes, we do have it, but somehow we forgot to mark it off. So we actually have one we don't have. Let's check. So we got that one, and that one. Okay, well, that works out. We must have just not marked it when we put it in last time, but that's all good. We're still going. So, let's see for our next one. Okay, so we got 988 for this one here. Okay, let's scroll. 988. We do need, it's right there. Okay, 988 is page 110. Again, so we're still on the same page. So that's 90, that's 89, that's 88. Go. Getting that filled in. And our next one. Okay, here we go. We are 463. So let's find him. 463. There we go. And 463 is page 52. So let's go back a little bit. 53, 52. Okay, on page 52, we are looking, so that's 60, and we're looking for 63. So 1, 2, and 3. And he will go right there. There we go. Another Pokemon for the binder as we keep moving along. Okay, next Pokemon. Number 204. So, find him on this list. Number 204. Right there. And 204 on our big list of Pokemon is page 23. How close go? 27. 23. Okay. And it's 204. Page 23 starts with 99, 200, 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Good deal. So we got that in. He's marked off. Okay. Our next Pokemon. Come on, there we go. Focus in. Number 376. 376. Gen 3? Yes. 376. Metagross. There we go. Got him marked. And we're looking for 376, which is page 42. There we go. On page 42. 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So actually go right after the evolution. So right here in the corner. There we go. Nice little fit in there. Okay, we got him marked. Total Pokemon, we are down to 476 left for the binder. So we're slowly making our way through them. Slowly getting there. Okay. Next Pokemon, number 294. 294. Let's see, where is it at? There we go. Mark him off. 294 is going to be page 33, so 10 pages back. 35, 34. And without even looking, we're going to guess he goes in between those two Pokemon. Something tells me that's right. So here we go. Another one added to it. So we are slowly getting there. Okay, no sound? You can't hear anything? Oh, okay. Headset was off. I was like, okay, hold on. I thought my sound was working. So, you all good now, Stoner Cat? Can you hear? Okay. Okay, good deal. Okay, next Pokemon. There we go. And it is number 466. So go over here, a little chart. It's going to be the next generation, isn't it? 466. Okay, yep, he's right there. Go ahead and mark that off. And we'll pull up our chart. Here, I'll throw that back on the screen for you guys to see again. So we're looking for 466, which is going to be page 52. So we'll flip to page 52, and he's Pokemon 466. So that's 876. So he'd be right here in this corner. I get that chart back off. There you go. Right there. So another Pokemon added to the binder. Down to only 474 left out of the 1025. So we are slowly but surely putting a dent in it. Next Pokemon, number 927. So go down and find him in the generations. 927. Scroll up. There we go. Dash button. Mark it off. Look for our page number chart. And he is going to be on 103, the last spot on 103. Okay, so 101. There we go. And he will be right there in that spot. So, nice little card. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. Slowly it's filling up. Slowly we're getting there. Step by step. Okay, next Pokemon. Pokemon 303. So let's find Pokemon 303. Okay. And there we go. Mark that one off. And we'll look at our chart. Pokemon 303 is page 34. So all the way back up towards the front again. We're on page 34. Okay, on page 34, 306, 5, 4, and 3. So we'll put that right there. There we go. Got that marked off. Most of these Pokemon I've never seen yet. Haven't collected for a while. Yeah, the middle generations is kind of where I was out of Pokemon. I was back in it way back in the day, so flip back to the front, like the first 151. I know pretty much all of these Pokemon. Of course, I'm gonna hit the camera. There we go. But yeah, 151, the first I can go through. Gen 2, I know some. You start to get to the middle generations, I'm a little bit less on them than being in it for, we've had the channel 2 years now. Actually, this month marks our 2 years. So we've been in it for just a little while. But yeah, some of these middle ones, I wouldn't be able to name if you asked me the name of them. So, but let's go ahead and go to our next one, 714. So let's find Gen 7. Nope, it's going to be into Gen 6. 714. That, mark him off. And he will be on page 80. So all the way back in the back again. Well, not all the way in the back, but close enough. 79, 80. And he is 714 on page 80. Starts with 12, 13, and 14. There we go. Got him in there. So, kind of seems like a long process, but you got 1,025 Pokemon to put in. It's going to take a little while. We have definitely been working on this for a while, so it's not something we're going to finish in a day or two, but it's still a fun thing to do. Okay, why? Get the camera focused back for you guys. There we go. Okay, and we've got, what is he, 933. 933. New gen is coming. Yeah, I haven't decided what I'm going to do. The good thing about this binder is I can add pages. So I guess when the new generation comes out, I don't know if I'm going to add it and try to get it, or if I'm just going to complete this. Then after it's done, I'll try to complete the other generation. That way I can do a separate challenge just for that generation. Kind of thinking that's how I'm going to do it, but I'll probably end up adding the pages to this binder once I complete that. Poké 7s, welcome in. Thanks for coming. We're just going through updating the binder. I was talking about Stoner Cat brought up that they're coming out with a new gen, and discussing if I'm going to just add it into this, or if I was going to do it a separate challenge. I'll probably end up just doing it as a separate challenge, but once we do complete it, I'll probably add it to the binder. So, but okay, card 933. Find it. There we go. We'll mark that one off. Go back to our big list here. We're looking for 933. Which is going to be page 104. 104. 103 and 104. Let me get that chart back off the screen so you guys can see. There we go. Okay, page 104. We're looking for 933. So that's 36, 5, 4, and 3. Which I guess you could have just looked at his evolve stage, and that would have showed it. But we're all good. So, I do want to thank all of you for being here and hanging out with me. If you missed it at the beginning of the stream, we did open a few of the Destined Rivals packs. Didn't pull anything great, but it's the first 3 packs that I've opened for it, so all the cards we open you do need. Do you collect all the cards, like regulars, hollows, and reverse For are you talking about like for the Pokédex? Right now, it's any card out of that Pokemon I'm putting in there. I will be going back and upgrading them eventually to have either like hollows or EXs or everything for the binder. Right now, I'm just trying to get one of them each in the binder for now. Are those Japanese cards? Yes, they are. I didn't open for a while a lot of Japanese cards, so come on, focus. There we go. So we do have a lot of Japanese in the binder here. So, oh, Pokédex. Yep. So we're just doing one of every Pokemon in here. If I jump to the screen, if you look on the right, if I jump back to Gen 1, right there, it'll show that we have collected so far 555 of the Pokemon, 470 left still to put in the binder. We haven't attempted one of these yet. Yeah, it's definitely a challenge. I've been doing it for a little while. Like I said, I think the last stream, last Saturday when we did this, we hit the halfway mark. So now we're over halfway. So it takes a little while. I know there's a few Pokemon that have only a few cards. So once I get down to them, that's going to be the tricky one. I think there's one that has like only 3 cards or something like that. So, but definitely it's a fun challenge. I enjoy it. And then like I said, once we get the all the Pokemon in here, the next challenge would be to upgrade them to a nicer version of their card. So, but let's go ahead and drop the next one in. It's Pokemon number 460. Bomb the Snow. I wish I could get a first edition base set booster box. Yeah, that would be a really nice collection to have. Okay, where are we going? 460. Didn't even look up the page yet. 460 is 52. So, yeah, first edition base set. I don't have any first edition base set. I think the farthest back I have would probably be, well, I do have a base set 2, not complete, but it's in the process of being worked on, and we are working on Team Rocket Unlimited Edition. 33, wish my parents bought those cards. Yeah, I had them back in the 90s, and like so many other people, I got out of it and I sold them, which I didn't know better back then. You know, you're a kid and you got cards and everything like that. So, but yeah, I wish I still had the collection I had back then. Definitely be worth a lot of money right now. But we're back in it now, and we're going and working on our collection now. Okay, so where are we at? We're on 460, page 52, the first card. There we go. Okay. And next card. I traded my card binder for a skateboard, and I had some good stuff. Yeah, I didn't trade mine. I sold mine, and I'm sure back then when I sold it for probably almost nothing, because just getting out of it and just wanted to get rid of them. So whoever bought them, if they still have them, I'm sure they have an amazing collection right now. Okay, 177 for this Pokemon. 177 is going to be page 20. Yeah, back in the day I used to be big into Magic and Pokemon on the side, but I still had a nice Pokemon collection. Had a really nice Magic collection, which I did the same thing. I sold my Pokemon, I sold all the Magic cards. So definitely wish I would have kept on to it all, but it happens. So, okay, 77. So that's 80, 79, 78, 77. There we go, add that one in. And let's keep moving right along. So our next Pokemon is 173, which should be on the same page, correct? Yep, 72, 73. So let's go ahead and mark that one off. Make sure I don't forget. There we go, 173. So now we only have 467 Pokemon left. I had a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh! I regret it. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was one thing I never got into. Never played, never really got into it. So, next Pokemon, 867. Is that going to be Gen 8? Yes. Right there. Looking for 867. Is going to be page 97. 97. All the way in the back. There we go. 97. I always think about messaging the dude I traded it for, being like, whatever happened to those cards? Yeah. But then he'd probably say he traded them for something also, and yeah. If we could go back and change things, we'd all have our nice collections again. Okay, so 5, 6, 7. Okay, got that. You can see these are actually the. Come on, focus. There we go. The Halloween Pokemon cards that we opened. Nice little pumpkin Pikachu on those. So, and he is number 426. 426. Find him. Right there. And 426 is page 48. Okay. Flip all the way back over. Page 48. There we go. And I got a suspicion he's going to go right there. We look at 48, 24, 25, 26. And that is his number. There we go. Nice, added to the set. Okay. And let's see what our next one is. Another Halloween, number 745. 745. Like and rock. Here we go. 745 is page 83. Okay, number 83. Page 83. Okay, 7, 6, and 5. So we'll get that right there. Nice little card added in. And let's jump to our next one. Another Halloween one, number 609. Let's find it. Gen 5. Number 609. Chandelure. And 609 is page 68. 68. So is anybody else in chat doing a Pokédex binder? I know Poké7 says they haven't done one yet. Okay. 609 is, so it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Got that added. So 463 to go. So we're slowly making a dent. Slowly getting there. Making some progress. Okay, next Pokemon, number 356. 356. There we go. Let's go. 356 is page 40. It would probably be a lot easier if I actually went through these cards to begin with, and I could put them in number order. That way I wasn't flipping back and forth so much. But that would take a lot of time, and it's just as fast to do it this way. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and you can see we've got yellow border with silver border, English, and Japanese. So yeah, so we're not too picky on what kind of cards we're putting in here. Like I said, as long as we're getting one of each of them, that's kind of what we're doing. Drifloon we just put in, so I know we don't need that one. We'll set him off to the side. And let's see, our next one is here. Okay, it's 897. Jump way up here. And let's see, 897 Spectre. Here we go. 897 is page 100. Flipping all the way back. There we go. Page 101, page 100. Only one card on there. Okay. So what are they saying? 87. So that's what? 92, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Always nice to add another card to the page. It's not that full. So let's go ahead and pull our next one. Pokemon number 608. 608, which is right there. And 608 is going to be page 68. 73, 9, 8, and it's right before Chandelure. There we go. Another one added to the binder, which puts us, let's jump back to Gen 1. So we're at 565, 460 left to add. So still a little ways to go, but we are getting there. We are definitely putting a big dent in it. Okay, next Pokemon. Number 1, let me see. 198. Sorry about that, I had to look at it. Number 198. And if you guys play Pokemon Sleep, Murkrow is actually the newest Pokemon they just added in. So he is in Pokemon Sleep now, which if you watch my videos, I've actually was using him. Kind of interesting skills and stuff that he has if you guys are into Pokemon Sleep and everything. I try to post a video every day for that, so definitely should check it out if you're into it. Okay, 198, there he is. Jump up here, 198, the last card on page 22. Okay, 22. It's 25, 23, 22, last card. There we go. So definitely coming together nicely. Let's see, what do we got left on Gen 2? Okay, we still have quite a bit of Pokemon left for Gen 2. We still need 56 Pokemon to fill Gen 2. So quite a few. But we're getting there. Okay, next Pokemon. Mimikyu. What's that? 778. Okay, scroll down. 778. There we go. I don't know why. I always seem to think he was a lot sooner than Gen 7. That's crazy. Okay, page 87. I'll flip over. There's 83. 5, 6, 7. Okay. 7, 7, 8. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. So, I like Mimikyu. Nice Pokemon. So, but yeah, I always seem to think that he came out sooner than Gen 7, but he did not. Okay, on to an evolution. Number 196. Let's see. There he is. 196 is page 22. Oh, back towards the front again. And 25, 23, 22, and 6. So that starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I guess I should have looked because we already have him. So how did we not get him marked off? But he is now. Okay. Well, that happens. It's all good. Marked off. So apparently I must have, when I was putting them in, I must have slipped on marking a few off. But we're still good. Still going strong. So let's go ahead and get our next one. It's going to be 494. And he is the first Pokemon on Gen 5. 494. And that makes it on page 55. And on page 55, 494, 5, so it would be the second to last card. There we go. So that adds another one in, and that puts us at 456 Pokemon left. 569 Pokemon in the binder. So let's go to our next one. One of the newer Pokemons, number 1024. So without even looking, I can tell you he's going to be on the last page. 124. That is the last Pokemon so far. 125, so 124. We'll go right there. Let me make sure I get marked off so I don't have that happen again. There we go. So we should have an empty spot right by it. So yeah, we're good there. And we can keep going. Okay, so let's see what we got. Number. Okay. There we go. Pokemon 910. 910 is still going to be Gen 9. Mark it off. 910. We're going, jumping all the way back to 102. Pokemon up. 3, 102. Yeah, 910, so that puts first spot, which I should have known that just by looking at his evolved form right there. So, Maxwell. Okay, let me kind of flip through these and see what else we got real quick. I'll definitely want to put that one in. Yeah, I'll get the evolutions in. Entei is always a good one. So yeah, we still got quite a few to put in. Don't know if we're actually going to go through all these today, but we'll get a lot of them. Let's go ahead and do the 2 evolutions. Okay, so we'll do Leafeon Forest, which is 470. And surely we don't have this one in there yet. 470. Leafeon. We do not. Or it says we do not. But let's look and see. Page 53, second spots. 53, second spots. 453. We definitely don't. This page needs some love. So Leafeon, go in there and help give some love to that page. So let's see our next Pokemon. Got the Halloween Umbreon, number 197. 197. Umbreon goes right there. 197 is going to be page 22. So flip back to page 22. Oh, there's 21, 22, and it goes right after Espeon. There we go. Nice little up. And let's see, what do we got next? focus. There we go. Next one going in. Number 244. 244. Same gen, I do believe. Yes. Okay. Okay, 244 is page 28, first card. There we go. And he slides in right there. Good deal. Nice, good deal. Let's see. Any of these other ones that I definitely want to get in right now? And we'll put Sableye in. Sprigatito. The other ones I think we'll wait for another time. But let's go ahead and do Sprigatito, which is number 906 for Sprigatito. 906, which is first Pokemon in Gen 9. Of course, it'd be one of the starters, so that makes sense. And 906 is page 101. I'm jumping way back. Okay, so page 101, 906. So it starts with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And I'm guessing the evolutions for him would be there. And you got for Coco, the evolutions. Quaxley in their evolutions. So yeah, still need some of the starters, the evolutions for the starters for Gen 9. So, and let's see, our next one we're gonna add in is Pokemon 302. 302. 302 Sableye right there, and he is on page 34, so back towards the fronts. 30, 45, 37, 35, 33, 32. Oh no, I did, didn't I? Oh no, I left the Pokemon in the binder. Sableye, where'd I leave you at? Okay, let's go back. There we go. I found him. Never worry. There you are. And what number were you again? Is that 302? Yep. Come on, focus. There we go. Okay, so 98, 99. What? We're on the right page. No, page 34. Okay. That makes a little bit of sense. Okay. So 98, 99, 0, 1, 2. Okay. There we go. And do we have, see what I marked off? We do. So let's jump back to Generation 1 so we can see our totals. Total Pokemon left, we still have 449. And we're at 576 Pokemon in the binder. So, not too bad. Not too bad. So 449 left to go. So let's go ahead and go back to the front. And we'll give you just a run through the binder so you guys can kind of see what cards we have in there. So, back to our Gen 1 cards. Here's our starters. Yellow border, silver border, EXs, full arts. So, a little bit of everything in here. Like I said, we still are missing a few Pokemon from 7 from Gen 1. But we will get them. We got some nice cards in here. Do got the, they're not Master Balls, but the reverse balls from the Japanese 151 set. I like those, so we got those in there. There are quite a few of them in here for the different Pokemon. So, but the set is coming along. It's getting there. Every week we keep adding more. So flip through. And see. And of course my favorite Pokemon. We got Snorlax. You guys can see, get the light off of it. Go. And we actually even have the Black Star promo Mewtwo in here. So didn't open that from a pack, but had to throw it in there to do for an upgrade. Okay, keep flipping through. We're into Gen 2. Of course, we were missing 53 of the Gen 2, so quite a few of those missing. But we do got the evolutions in there now, so that's nice. Keep flipping through, showing you up to page 26. Do got some full arts in there. So a lot of them are going to be Japanese. Like I said, I was opening Japanese for a long time. So, but like I said, eventually we'll go through and we'll upgrade the binder to make them EXs or some kind of EX or higher card of them. But that'll be a little bit down the road because we still got a little ways to go to get there. Nice little art card there. Oh, the birds. Sorry that the number's taking up most of it though. There. Another EX. So yeah, we got some variety in here. Nice cards. Keep looking through. And an empty page. Like I said, we don't have many, but there's still a few empty pages left. So, what is that? Page 46. 46. What gen is that? Is that Gen? So yeah, that is Gen 4. So Gen 4, I'm missing quite a few. We still need 59 of Gen 4. So, but not too bad. We're getting there slowly but surely. We are getting there. Another evolution. Another blank page. But eventually they will all have Pokemon. Oh, nice little V-Star card there. See that? Yeah. Nice card there. Get it out of the light for you. There you go. And keep going through. Okay. Say we're over halfway. Yep. Really like that card. Get it there. Try to get it out of the so you guys can see it. There we go. That should be focus for you. There you go. Next page. So we got some pages back here starting to almost be complete. And then we got pages like this that have one. So, but we are slowly getting there. Slowly but surely. So, we will continue, keep working on this. We'll probably try to make this an every Saturday thing. We'll go through, try to open a few packs, depending on what we can come across. And add cards to the binder to keep it going. Another V card right there. Another empty page, so that what makes 3, I think, so far for us. So, almost full. Nice card right there at the top. Keep flipping through. And we're coming to the last gen now. Gen 9. Which we're not doing too bad on Gen 9. How many Pokemon we need? So we need 36 more for Gen 9. So, not super bad, but we will get there. and get it finished. It is definitely coming together. There we go. And the last Pokemon, number 1025. There we go. So that is our binder so far. It is still slowly coming together. So every time we open some packs, that gives us new cards to put in. Like I said, we do still have a few, and we'll keep adding to that stack for next time and see what else we can get. So close that up. Once again, it's a Voltex binder that we got them all in. So, and we'll kind of look at these cards that we got from. Nothing really great, but like I said, Misty is one of my favorite trainers. So pulling these two, really excited. Didn't we pull another Misty's, I think? Let's see. I thought we did. Towards the back, maybe? Yeah, there we go. So, Misty Starmie, Misty Lapras, Misty Gyarados. So, but we will work on getting this set. Not sure how that's going to go, but we are going to start trying to work on getting that set together. So, like I said, we do have this, but I think we're going to wait for a special occasion or something to open this and jump into it, see what we get. So, but I do want to thank you all for being here. Join me on the our Pokédex binder journey. We are down to 449 Pokemon left to gather. We're up to 576. So we are slowly getting there. Thank you all for being here. Shout out to Poke7s, the Stoner Cat, anybody else who stopped in to watch while I was here. All the lurkers, Trainer Glenn. Thank you all for being here. And like I said, we're doing the nightly duck race, so make sure you check back in every night. Enter to get a chance to win a spot in the finals. And I will see you all tonight. Y'all have a great day and catch you later.